Hey, it's Jared Merlin. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And I am here to let you know it's about 1 week away from the intermittent fasting challenge I'll be starting. It'll be actually next Sunday, November 5th. And I just wanted to go over some stuff with you guys, what to expect, what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to start you guys off with, which is the intermittent fast clock. Okay. Now, basically, this is just giving you guys some idea of, when I'll be fasting, when I'll be eating. Now, my fasting is going to be from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. So between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., that's when I'll be eating. That's about a 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating. But I'm only going to be eating I think it's like 3 or 4 times. Um, I think it's three. I'm not really sure, but and of course, it's no carb, low carb foods. Okay. So now the other thing I'm going to be doing, which I'm actually doing now, I'm actually incorporating this, trying to get my body ready for this. Um, Most of you, if you don't know, apple cider vinegar actually helps with weight loss. They usually tell you to take it before a meal or after a meal. But mainly, I take it in the morning on an empty stomach, and I take it at night before I go to bed on an empty stomach, especially at bedtime because it really does its wonders. But I also add lemon to it, and I also have a packet of sweetener. I'm sorry, I can't drink lemon and apple cider vinegar alone. There's just no way, absolutely no way that's going to happen. Yeah, so I put about 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, and I cut about 2 lemon wedges, slices, and I squeeze that and the juice goes in with the apple cider vinegar. Then I just put water into it with the packet of sweetener and I drink that up. And like I said, you want to do that first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and then, of course, again before bedtime on an empty stomach. Don't go eating something at night and then having this stuff a few minutes later. You really, if you shouldn't be eating at night, make a cutoff point. Like I said, my fasting's gonna end, the eating's gonna end at 6 p.m. But if you're actually eating at night, don't eat any later than 8 p.m. All right. Now, along with the eating and the intermittent fasting, and I know everybody hates this part, it's exercise. Yeah, you got to do it. If you want to get serious about weight loss, you want to get serious about being more fit or healthier. Okay, that's my thing, healthier. All right, it's not about looking like a model or men's fitness guy type of guy. I want to get healthier. So stretching. Everybody should stretch before they exercise and after they exercise. Now, for me, stretching is like one of the first things I do when I get out of bed in the morning. I go to the bathroom, I come back, and I stretch. And I also stretch at night before I go to bed. I have leg exercises that I do. But stretching is important, especially for your muscles. If you're going to be exercising, you're going to be walking, jogging, what have you. And that's another thing, walking. Um, Anybody that's doing intermittent fasting, even if they're not, you should just make walking a part of your daily routine. Be it walking in the morning, walk in the afternoon, walk at night. And if you walk at least an hour a day, I usually walk 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 30 minutes at night. If I don't do the afternoon, because sometimes here in Florida, the sun gets so strong in the afternoon, I'll skip the afternoon and I'll just do an hour at night. I'll walk 30 minutes, I'll sit for a little while, and walk another 30 minutes. Okay. The other thing, too, that I'm working up to is jogging. Now, jogging is not easy for someone like me. I'm obese. And even though I'm 276 pounds, I still have a stomach. So when I jog, that thing is like, hoo hoo, hoo hoo. And yeah, so jogging, I'm working up to, I'm on 2 or 3 minutes right now. What I do is I run for a minute, I stop for a minute, and then that's what I've been doing, like a minute on 1 week and 2 minutes the next week, and then I'm working up to 3 minutes this week. It's not easy by any means, trust me. Now, the other thing too, if you have a swimming pool, not everybody has access to a swimming pool. Um, and especially those that live in cold climates like the Northeast and stuff like that. So you have to have a gym that has a pool. If you do have access to a pool, I do strongly suggest doing some swimming. Now, you don't have to swim laps upon laps upon laps. Again, starting off easy. Swim one length at the pool, and that's good. Now, I do front ways, going this way, but I also go back, go back. I try and get the leg muscles and the arm muscles, but I only do that. I start off easy before I start doing any major laps around the pool. You want to always start off one week just doing what you can. Then the second week, see if you can push yourself a little more, okay? You're not an expert. You got to work your way up to that. It's not easy by any means. Now, the other thing I'm also into, which a lot of people, especially guys, are not into, is yoga. Now, also, again, because of someone like me being obese, yoga is not an easy thing to do. This guy's doing upward dog. Trust me, that upward dog is not as easy as it looks for someone with my gut, my stomach. And there's a lot of yoga poses I can't do because of my stomach. But again, working my way up on stuff. Also, when you're doing exercises, you have to lift weights. Now, it's important, especially as you start getting older, men. You start hitting your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, because your muscles do change, and you start getting flabby, and your muscles aren't so rippling anymore. Your body needs weight training. So what I do is I lift weights on Mondays, which for the arms, lift for the arms. And then on Wednesdays, I'll do like stomach, obliques. And then on Fridays, I do muscle work for the legs. So this way, you're not doing all three, because that's going to tire you out if you try doing that, all 3 days. And again, start off slow with a weight. Like I started out with 5 pounds, and I'm up to 10 pounds, and my next one will be 15 pounds. But you got to work your way up that. I did like 5 pounds for an entire month before I even thought about going to 10 pounds. It's not easy. Again, you got to build. It takes time. Now, the other exercise you should be doing, now, and I switch off on this as well. Tuesdays, I will do low impact aerobics. And then on Thursdays, I will do step aerobics. Okay? Now, Saturdays, instead of doing low impact or step aerobic or anything like that, I can't do high impact aerobics. So I just basically jog in place. So that's it. I don't jog every night. I try to jog on the days that I do the aerobics. I don't jog when I'm doing weightlifting because I know I'm going to be using those muscles and I don't want to push them to the brink. Muscle spasms are no fun. By the way, suggestion for you guys. I know a lot of people say they go to bed and their legs cramp up, or they wake up in the morning and their legs cramp up. And a lot of people think by stretching that's going to let that cramp, subside. It's not. It's going to make it worse. It's going to hurt even more. Here's 2 things that I want you to try. And believe me, I was shocked by this first one because I ended up in a emergency room in Winter Haven Hospital. And the attending nurse that was there brought me a packet of mustard and a small bottle of Gatorade. I'm not joking. Mustard. And I looked at her. I'm like, is this yours? She's like, no, it's yours. Yes. Something inside the mustard actually helps alleviate the muscle spasms along with the Gatorade. It doesn't sound like a good combination, so you take the mustard packet first and then drink the Gatorade. And it does take a few minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even to an hour for the muscle spasms to slow down and pass, but those 2 things do work. Trust me, I know. It sounds crazy, mustard. I would never have thought of anything like that, but she's the expert and it worked, so yeah. So I'm going to be keeping up to date with you guys, letting you know the foods I'll be eating. And of course, once a month, I'll be checking in with you about weight loss because, like I told you, I have to go see my nurse practitioner. His name is Mike. You're going to hear me mention his name a lot. So when you hear me say Mike, it's my nurse practitioner. And I go once a month to see him because I had blood clots back in 2018. So I'm on a medication called Jantivin. It's a form of Coumadin, which prevents my blood from clotting. And I have to get checked once a month to make sure that those INR levels remain, between 2 and 3, which that means it's doing its job. Anything under 2 or over 3, it's concerning to them. So I always have to get checked once a month for that. And while I'm getting checked, though, every time I go see him, they weigh me in. And they have a digital scale now. My scale died. I have no scale on my own. So this way I get to go to the doctor's office, and I will let you guys know 276 1 week. Now my goal weight actually, my next goal weight is 250. And then after 250, I'm going to get down to 200. Now, for my age and my height, I'm supposed to be anywhere between 190 and 200. And I don't know if I'll make 190. So long as I make it under 200, that's going to make me extremely happy. But I'm going to keep updating you guys with everything that's going on with this challenge. So do check back on my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have other videos besides just this stuff. And I'll catch you on the rebound.